Good afternoon, everyone. Welcome to another episode of Spillin' Tea. I'm your host, Tiffany Daniels, and we're going back to that horrible world known as the JRC. But before we do, I am brain dead. I am at a special level of so many back-to-back calls today that I'm pretty sure that when I go to sleep, I'm going to dream that I am still on the phone. And I will probably wake up to myself asking, "What may I assist you in purchasing today?" I'm just pretty sure. I'm pretty sure. Because I close my eyes and I can see that screen on the back of my eyeballs. I did well, by the way. Did really well. But that's besides the point. I'm going to see this on the back of my eyeballs. It's like ingrained into my head now. It's never going to leave, like the DOS program at FedEx. God, I don't even want to think about DOS. Stuff of nightmares. Anyways, in the disclaimer box, you're going to see the link to the article that the Judge Rotenberg Educational Center doesn't want you to read. It is written by NeuroClastic, a small non-for-profit started by autistics for autistics, wherein they surveyed over 900 ABA professionals in regards to JRC's quote-unquote behavioral modification program. Matter of fact, the JRC doesn't want you to read this article so much. They have threatened NeuroClastic with a defamation lawsuit if they do not remove it from their website. NeuroClastic has refused, so please read that article, alright? We also have the linked in there, NeuroClastic's public statement on the matter, as well as a link to their GoFundMe. We are crowdfunding in case the JRC has the balls to see through with their threat. We also have the links in regards to the Agape boarding school situation. Agape boarding school is a Christian-themed boarding school based out of Stockton, Missouri, wherein they have now pending 21 lawsuits. We got some big news in regards to Agape coming up this next Tuesday, so be on the lookout for that. In the meantime, please visit the links. Also, please go to the change.org. Shut Agape Boarding School Down petition. It is right there linked in there as well. We also got the pertinent links to the Stop Shocks campaign, including Autistica's massive archive on the subject, the templates, and the ever-present self-explanatory change.org Shut the Judge Rotenberg Center Down petition. When we discuss the JRC, folks, you're going to hear vivid descriptions of and catch clips or surveillance footage of people with disabilities being tortured and abused. If you got young children present, please use your headphones. Also, trigger warning. You're about to hear a massive word salad of stupid. Just be prepared. Because y'all have to suffer with me. If I have to read this crap, so do you. Alright, folks, it's 4:56 and I am exhausted. I may stumble over my words. If so, apologies in advance. Alright? Now, the next statement that NSED made was to clarify their previous statement that caused regurgitated diarrhea to come out of JRC's mouth in response, so that they can make their statement very clear and idiot-proof. One would hope, anyways, right? So we're going to go over that statement, and God, let's see what nonsensical shit they're going to say this time. 140, policy and procedures at JRC support limited social interactions between staff and students. Positive appropriate skills training was not observed in the classroom. I want you to see that again. Positive appropriate skills training was not observed in the classroom, which means their stilted, constant, good job using your words is not considered adequate by New York. Forcing the student to say a full sentence when just their first and last name would suffice is not considered adequate or appropriate. Basically, they are clarifying so even a little 5-year-old can understand what the point they're trying to get across here. Okay? Well, I'm just setting the stage now. There was very limited social interaction between the classroom staff and the students, except for one-on-one prompting jargon to, that's what they're talking about, that prompting, that jargon that the JRC keeps bringing back, saying, we do these things. They're saying it's jargon and it's garbage. They didn't mince words. They made it in smaller words so even the staff of the JRC could understand. To computer tasks and or awarding or removal of tokens. These statements are false. Really? It was completely irresponsible for the NSED visitors to make these conclusions after spending only parts of 5 days at JRC without asking the JRC administrators to give them information about social interactions and skills training at JRC. Really? See, you all keep going with this. They should have asked us. They should have listened. They should have done the tour. They've done the tour, JRC. What part of that are you not understanding? They've done the tour. They want to know what you are actually doing when you are not being watched. They want to know what you really do. Not what you put in your dumbass propaganda videos that we all know are fake anyways. Yes, we have the receipts on that. Just in case you're wondering. They don't want you to give them bullshit answers. They don't want your word salad. This is eyeball observation with people who have doctorate degrees. Sit your asses down. God. The hubris on these people is amazing. They do all this insane shit, right? And then declare themselves magically the authority. And they're doing it to the people who are the real authority here. It's amazing, isn't it? And you wonder why New York is yanking all their students. Yeah. Just putting it out there is all. JRC provides its students with ample opportunity for social interactions and provides its students with highly effective skills training. Really? Really? You mean when you make them earn it? You mean with your field trips that not everybody gets to go on? You mean by making them say a full fucking soliloquy when a 2-word response in the real world would work just as well? Because that's not skills training. It's bullshit. Ample opportunity, my ass. However, as in any other school settings, socialization between staff and students in the classroom hours during classroom hours is not allowed. Oh my God, do you not know what socialization is? I'm going to put it in as small words as I can for you, JRC. Socialization is interacting back and forth with human beings. Any type of give and take between one human and another is socialization, which means teachers are engaging in socialization with the student when they are teaching in the classroom. If they are not, they have no fucking business being a damn teacher. It's about give and take. They give the lesson. They ask questions of the students. The students respond. If a student is having trouble on a particular problem, there's interaction between teacher and student. Are you all on crack? What do you think school is? Because if you can't figure that out, you have no business running any kind of school. Jesus Christ. The focus of the academic day should be on their schoolwork. Most JRC students come to JRC many grade levels behind their same age peers and should not be wasting time with additional socializing instead of learning. What do you think learning is? So, you're actually confirming what they said. You realize that, right? But they do all their learning on the computer. Explain to me, how are they supposed to practice their social skills in a way that matters in the real world while staring at a fucking computer all day? Because the teacher isn't teaching, the computer is teaching. Which means that very important part of teaching, the socialization, the interacting with another human being, that is a part of every other public school experience, is missing. That is what New York is telling you. That's what you seem to not understand. The human elements of receiving an education are not there. Let me say that for the idiots in the back. The human part, the human to human interaction part of receiving an education, that give and take, is not there. They can't get that from a computer, JRC. But they're several grades behind and they should just work on the computers and be silent and you just answer when we say. This is what's wrong right now. I'm sorry, but I'm going to go on a bit of a bitch rant, and this includes normal public schools. Everybody's doing everything on the goddamn computer. Don't get me wrong, I fucking love computers. My degree is in graphic design, for fuck's sake. Obviously, I did not get a job in that field. I love computers as well as the next person. But there is a second part of education that kids seem to not really be getting anymore. And it's that human-to-human interaction, that give and take. That was even a part of my schooling. We had computers. But we also had books. We also had our teachers up there giving us our lessons. It was interactive on a human level. Not an interactive computer program, but to a human-to-human level. Now, I know some computer programs in public schools, they do have those teachers that you can reach out to on FaceTime, and that's very true, and that helped a lot during the pandemic. However, we've computerized education so much. I look at whether it's neurotypicals or autistics, everybody's seeming stilted these days. You know what I mean? Maybe I'm just being nostalgic. I don't know. I just feel like we have computerized education too much. Too much. Great teachers introduce new ideas and ways of thinking. They invoke new passions in us to learn about new subjects that we might one day turn into a career. You can't get that off a computer screen. That comes from that human interaction. And I'm saying this as someone who's extremely antisocial. But anyways, I'll get off my soapbox on that one. I'm getting hungry here. Alright, so moving back here. This was explained to the NSED visitors repeatedly. The NSED team appeared to either not understand or agree with the response. And I don't agree, JRC. Obviously, they don't agree. It's all the stuff I just said and more. JRC students have countless opportunities to socialize with one another, including BRS, outdoor, behavioral rehearsal lessons for interaction. Are you batshit insane? You consider trauma socialization. God, the hell is wrong with people? Outdoor activities, field trips, leisure time, etc. But remember, folks, you have to earn rights to leisure time. You have to earn the right to outdoor activities. You have to earn the right to field trips and all these stilted, stupid, idiotic, infantilizing little parties that they throw together. Without this idea, this realization that these kids are going to have to interact with other people in things that are not set events, that is just day-to-day, everyday life, and you are not teaching them how to handle it. NSED made that incredibly crystal clear. This here is garbage. I'm going to close out on that note. We don't get very many reviews on this channel. The few that we do tend to get removed from time to time. Please don't forget to hit the like button, hit subscribe, and don't forget to hit the comments. I do appreciate your time this evening, and as always, we hope you have a good one. Bye-bye, everyone.